hear it? Audio input. This is live. So okay, can you guys hear me now? Um, this isn't silent comedy. I'm not doing some Marx Brothers shit. Is it choppy? This is the van. Um, I can show you around. Sound is good now. Yes. Hans, yes. Okay, so ask me anything. I just got back from Skankfest. I had a good kill, Tony. I think someone said I bombed. People said I didn't. I'm not gonna put my glasses back on. These are my eyes, and you're just gonna have to get used to them. I'll go like this if this helps. Um, I had a good Skank Fest. I ate a lot of Raging Cajun. I went to Joel Osteen's church. I did a lot of shit. Your eyes look more closed than normal. How tired are you? I'm actually not tired at all. I slept a lot. Cooking some food right now that I have to go check on soon. Appreciate you, Hans. Are you nearsighted, farsighted, or nearsighted? I'm no-sighted. I have very small eyes. Let me put up something white on the second monitor. What's white? White. I'm just gonna Google white. My keyboard's really loud. Yeah, this is good. This is like a ring light for me. So things are good. I'm open up for Rogan. Favorite Korean dish? Probably bulgogi. So sweet. And the meat is chewable and tasty, and the sauce you can use to pour on your fucking whatever. Hello, hello. Is the mic loud now? Smash the like. Audio is too quiet. Turn up the output. Um, Sorry guys, I'm figuring this all out live on YouTube. Thank you for being here for me. I don't know how else to turn it up. Let me know if this is a good. How many kisses did you get? Skankfest 0. I slept with Christy Vera and she would not kiss me, even though I asked. She got really mad that I asked. Have you ever been given mono from one of the women you have kissed on stage? Not from one of the women that I've kissed on stage, but just from the hogs that I kiss on Tinder. No, just kidding. I've never gotten mono. I think people overplay diseases. Are you in the van right now? Yes, I'll give you a little tour. Oh my god. What a mess. This is my van. This is the everything going on right now. This is the whatever. It's hard to move it around. This is the front. Look at that car. There's my fridge. Is this on autofocus? Yeah, this is the van right now. What's your hygiene routine before you go off on stage? What? Hygiene routine? How dirty do you think I get? My hygiene routine is I drink water. My hygiene routine is I drink water, so I stop gagging, because I've smoked so much weed that I start gagging sometimes. My throat's really sensitive. You have a pic in the PC in the van. Holy shit, LMAO. I mean, it's a TV that I can hook up my laptop to. Yeah, I can commit crimes in this. Does Tony eat carrots or hay? Tony's not a horse. That's very offensive to my boss. Van life is pretty cool. South Georgia, USA in the house. Let's see them Deems vape. This live from Kim's van. Are you stealing your Wi-Fi? I'm parked in front of my friend's house, Riley Gilmore. He's letting me stay here. Weed for life, big fan. Do you brush your teeth before kissing the girls? Not really. I just do whatever I normally do, and I think that who I am as a person deserves to be kissed, because I think everyone deserves to be kissed, even if you're not that attractive or if you're not that good of a person. I think you deserve to be kissed, because then you might become a better person. Blunts or joints, blunts. Or yeah, Tyler. Yeah, I'm stealing Wi-Fi. It's not very fast. Why do you like white women so much? I mean, they're hot. I mean, they're available. I'm in America. I mean, if I hated white women, I'd be having a very hard time, 'cause this is America after all. So I love the women of the country that I'm from, that I'm in. What have you done already that's gonna get you canceled in 2026? Oh, a lot of stuff. I've lived a life. I'm 32. I am a bad boy. I do a lot of bad things. Your Wi-Fi sucks. What do you want me to do? I gotta open up the door. That kind of helps the Wi-Fi. There's the door. Slightly open now. Maybe that'll improve the Wi-Fi. But then, let me do this so my neighbors, I'm staying in. Okay, so back to business. I'm not using my phone as a hotspot. I'm using my friend's Wi-Fi. I've got all the bars except one right now, so it's not too bad. Um, I don't shit in the van if I can help it. I have done it before, and I know how to do it. I got a nice garbage can now with curved lips, so it's not so rigid, so that I can actually sit on it. But I used to have this other thing. I used to have this bucket which had jagged edges, so I bought a toilet seat so I could sit on it and take a shit. But this toilet has curved lips, so I can just squat on it and take a shit in the van if I have to. But I tried to not shit in the van. It's just toxic waste. It's poison. It's not very friendly. How did you know that you can wear Vans on your feet? I live in a van on my feet. Um, I got this Shure microphone. I got another one coming tomorrow, so I'm gonna be able to do podcasts with other people. This microphone is kind of low, they say. I don't know what to do about that. I've turned it up as much as I can. It's kind of frustrating. I don't know why it's so low. It should be at this level, but maybe I'm whispering too much. Hello, hello. I'll just talk a little louder. So I went to Skankfest. I did Kill Tony last Monday, and it went better than the week before, which hasn't come out yet. Um, how does your van smell? I mean, I think it smells fine, but Christy Vera thinks it smells like food, which she hates. She hates food because she's not a human. Um, volume is good. Is that a Sprinter? Yes, I can stand up in it. It's got a high roof capabilities. I built all these overhead cabinets. I'm so proud of these overhead cabinets that I built. Um, yeah, I mean, I just kind of used my sense of reality and physics to sort of build myself my own cabinets. I don't think anyone on the internet has ones so shitty and cheap. Like, this is just really thin panel board, and then sort of the covers and the hinges and all that. It's just cool to make your own shit, because then you put your own personality and how you see the world into it. And I really like my fucking overhead cabinets. I love kimchi. It's in the thing. Chrissy Vera is an insane person? Question mark. Yes, undoubtedly so. Very nice person, but very insane as well, and very interesting and very nice and very beautiful and charismatic. Is your name Hans or Pingding? Hello, I am Pingding. Sometimes I find myself battling my inner Pangdang. I have to keep my inner Pangdang down. No, Hans, do not get all Asian and Asian pride on people. No one gives a shit that your feelings are hurt because they brought up being Asian. Um, I mean, people are gonna bring up whatever they can. This is a dog eat dog society, so if you're Asian, they're gonna bring that up, and if you're gonna get butthurt every time someone brings it up, you're gonna be butthurt a lot. More like gay hurt. What is your opinion of anarcho-syndicalism? As much as I wish I was Hasanabi, I'm not. Anarcho-syndicalism seems like very a lot of small units of people doing whatever they want on their own, which is nice. But I think like overall we should be more united and, like use our power as a species together instead of just going off on our own, but building something amazing together. Hopefully the Wi-Fi is better now because there's ambient noise coming in from outside. What's your favorite breakfast? I usually don't eat breakfast. I feel like my stomach is way too topsy-turvy in the morning. I let it settle down. And I do a little bit of intermittent fasting where I completely empty out my stomach so that there's nothing in there so that it can just settle and reconfigure itself, find out who it is and what it wants from life. And then and then I eat. What is your favorite virtue signal? Probably that you care about a woman's safety. Because if you get in on that level, on that base level, then they're gonna be like, "Oh man, I love that you love my safety. Um, that's so sweet," or whatever. And it's like, obviously, everyone is supposed to care about each other's safety, so it's like such an obvious virtue signal. And it's like you're you're basically just miming your basic human emotions. Like, no, really, I care about you. I care about you. Are you gonna get home safe? No, really, I can defend you. And the idea that you can defend someone else is ridiculous when you can barely even defend yourself. Tell us about the Federal Reserve. That's just a joke I have in my girl talk joke. I say, I wish women will learn how to listen to Hans. Why don't you want to hear about the Federal Reserve? My friends are like, you need to learn how to talk to women. I'm like, maybe women should learn how to listen to Hans. Why don't you want to hear about the Federal Reserve? The Federal Reserve is like a private bank that controls our money, and like hopefully they do good shit with it, but who knows their incentives or whatever. I'm actually not 5'7", I'm 5'11" and a half. I think with good posture I could be 6 feet. Are you Korean? Yes. Do you have a gun? I'm not telling you, but I'm also gonna buy a gun. I might be buying a gun to have two guns or buy my first gun, but I don't really want to tell people if I have a gun or not. I feel like that is OPSEC. Okay, I'm having operational security in this van. I do have that I want to bring up for show and tell. A little self-defense against animals. It's called a spear. You can buy one on Amazon for $50. Just pop it open. Oh, bam. And now I can murder many things. But I try not to use it. What is this live stream? But yeah, I love this thing. This makes me feel safe for animals and unarmed humans. Of course, I'm in Texas, so it's not very useful in terms of other humans. But I have the gift of gab. I didn't have it yesterday, but usually I can diffuse situations with my gentility and my social whatever, my social skills. Excuse me, sir, do you really want to shoot me? I'm actually a quiet little boy, and I've done nothing wrong. I love you. Can you love me so that you don't kill someone and ruin your life, you fucking idiot? Killing someone is like a big deal. People get really mad if you kill someone, so hopefully I can, with my logic and wit, tell them how stupid they are, and that'll prevent them from killing me. Are you high? No, I'm completely sober. These are just my eyes. I don't know what you want me to do about it. But, yeah, I can see clearly. Like, to me, this looks normal. Like, these are my eyes fully open. Are you good at math? Yeah, I'm pretty good at math. I haven't done it in a while. It's rusty. Are you good Korean or South Korean? Are you implying, Jeffrey Epstein, that North Koreans are the good Koreans? Who knows? Communism. I think that this chat has a very leftward bent, which I'm happy with, because that's sort of my bend. Joe Rogan is very beautiful. I like hanging out with him. He's like very charismatic. And I just like to bask in his glory, because he's like the Wizard of Menlo Park of fucking whatever. Hello, hello. of our modern time. Um, I think that it's funny that yesterday I almost got in a fight with someone. Oh my god, it's picking up so much ambient noise. Why is this so quiet? Is there something I can do? Did this, did this thing break? It's supposed to be a Shure microphone. Oh, it's not really picking up on the whole thing. Wait a minute. Does this help? Hello. Oh, that seems like it helped. Make some noise if that helped. Has a $1,000 mic setup. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to pay for rent, so Joe Rogan pays me. Does Joe not pay you enough for good internet? I mean, how am I gonna get internet in here? When am I gonna get on JRE? Who knows? So I actually did this thing yesterday where I went up on stage. Someone was like, John D'Onofrio has a joke, which I'll ruin for the 5 listeners. Or the 7. You need a cloud lifter for the Shure mic. I've seen that. I don't really know what it does. Fargo, North Dakota, I hear you. I'll try to get up there. If you can get all 17 of your buddies to pay $10, I can definitely go up there. All 17 people that live in your city. Joe, I wish Joe adopted you. I wish Joe gave me better internet. So yesterday I went up after I was hosting a mic, and John D'Onofrio went up and he said, there's a $10,000 bounty to report abortion people. He said, I would have done it for 500. What an idiot. The government is way overpaying. And then I went up there and it was like half the women, give it up for feminist John D'Onofrio. Half the people getting aborted are women. So he's defending women. And then I said, there's like 3 women in here. Fuck abortions. Abortions are for idiots. And then some guy was like, are you serious? When I sat down, he's like, are you serious about that? You really support abortions or whatever? And I was like, no, dude, I was just kidding. And he was like, you really hate abortions? You really whatever? And then he's trying to fight me. And he tried to fight everyone outside the open mic, and it kind of distracted from the comedy happening. It's weird how comedy is not interesting enough. The fighting is more interesting than the actual comedy. How long did it take you to get to purple belt in Taekwondo? Taekwondo! About a year and a half. I don't know if they have purple belt. I know it's white, yellow, green. I don't even remember the Taekwondo belts. I mean, it was good just to be flexible and stuff. Cool story, bro. Okay, I'm sorry. At a comedy show, let's get serious, LOL. Wow, Hans is responsible for every abortion at the Yellow Rose. Yeah, bro, I'm just knocking these strippers up. They can't help it. When I'm around them, they get all wet. Maybe I'll record this and then put it up online because it looks really choppy. Like, this is really smooth for me right now because I have a higher frame rate than the live stream. Any shows in Houston? I already went to Skankfest. I don't have any plans. I hope to be there soon. Has Tony ever paid you to be a power pitcher? To have sex with him? For me to have sex with him with my penis in his butthole? No, never. Hans, have you drove through Wenatchee, Washington? Probably. That sounds familiar. I think that's like right in the mountains. So I wrote a little bit today. Hey, this is what I wrote. I feel like a mask salesman in Texas. That's if I'm not selling anything. It's like no one wears masks here. This is probably the least masked state. I think it's weird that Kyle Rittenhouse is on trial right now. Ooh, juicy. Watching him cry, it's like he was at a protest with a gun. He was protesting and then he shot someone. Obviously, if you're at a protest, you understand the risks. Um, and it's kind of scary to be there if everyone has guns. And it's kind of incendiary to go there with a gun. Because they're mad that they're getting shot. And then you're like, well, I'll shoot you again if you fuck up. So it might rub people wrong way. The long way. Where can we see you do your sets in Austin? Tonight, I don't have any shows. Tomorrow, I'm at Pflugerville with Ty Wynn. I should post that poster. Although I might not do that because Tony hates it when I do these shitty shows. What's your earliest memory you can think of? Why is that? You've asked that twice now. The earliest memory I can think of is probably my grandma holding me and I'm crying. I'm a little baby. And I'm like, she's like tapping my back. And then my mom comes up and was like, oh, 우리 애기 울고 있었어? 우리 애기. And then she takes me, and that's my earliest memory. But at this point, it's a memory of a memory. That's just something that I remember. And then other than that, the earliest memory I can think of is I'm playing at a church camp. We all went on a retreat like about 40 miles out of town, and I was playing in the field and I stepped on a yellow jacket's nest and I got stung like 15, 20 times. So that's a memory. Why is Tony your daddy? Because he is comedically more successful and further ahead, and then he's giving me the graciousness of his access and clout and helping me out in very many ways, and so he's my daddy. You know, there's a lot of comedy daddies out there, and I just happen to choose, or I just happen to have been chosen by one of the best comedy daddies in the world. Comedy's a tough game, and a lot of people way funnier than I don't have as good of a daddy as Tony is. So I'm very happy to suckle on his teats and lie prone for him and have him finger my butthole whenever he wants. It's just the name of the game. You know, it's nerve-wracking being around someone whose dick you would suck if he asked. But, you know, I think I have enough self-discipline and self-worth to not just prostrate myself at his feet. How much do you practice guitar? Not at all. I wish I could practice more. I don't know if this stream would be helped with the presence of a ukulele, but I have one. And now I gotta play it because I got the bug. Hopefully it's in tune. It's probably not. Simping for Tony. It's a skill, man. I mean, I don't think simping is that bad. I think that we should actually be simping a lot for everyone. And since we live in a culture where we only care about ourselves, we don't simp for anyone. And then when we find one person to simp onto, we simp overly. We overly simp. But I would love to simp for all of you. I want to simp all the time. I do have a GoFundMe and a Patreon. Just Google it. Oh my god, people really hate this. Alright, enough of that. I'm a goddamn comedian. My skills lie in wit and humor. Where's William Montgomery? He lives in... I'm not going to tell you where he lives. But he lives like 15 minutes away from me. 20 minutes. I want to do a podcast with him. When I get my other Shure microphone, it's going to happen. Are you Bo Burnham now? I wish I was as talented. Unfortunately, I can only mutter logical statements into a microphone, and I don't have as much creativity. Hans, are you closeted homosexual? Yes. But that means I'm not, because I just came out, so no. Let's go. My favorite Korean defector. I love North Korea. What do you guys want? What do I have to do to keep you as a listener? I don't know what to do. Is Joe normal? No, Joe is not normal. Joe is the most intense person fucking ever. He's just like laser focused in on the conversation, and he's just talking. And like if you're not that focused, then you will get barreled over, and it's better to just listen to him, because he's like the most famous person and the most interesting person in most conversations that he's in. So people want him to talk a lot. And it's not like he's talking over people. He's just like talking a lot because he likes to do it. And also that's what is required in the moment. So it's like really beautiful to see how he navigates the moment and how he never overextends himself emotionally or isn't more vulnerable than he needs to be. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. Why is Kill Tony streamed 2 weeks before it premieres? Because they had a pandemic, and that kind of fucked everything up, and shit got crazy. My eyes have nothing to do with drugs. Okay, this is just my epicanthal folds. I just have heavy eyelids, and it's hard to keep them up. But I can get surgery to fix that. 1 to 10 Squid Games. Squid Games is actually an allegory about like if you live in a society that's just controlled by money, you can make people do anything you want. So it's not really a good basis for morality or a culture. We need to have something more than just money. I would love to be on Squid Games season 2. Hanskin, what's up, Zonzone? What's up, dude? If I get on Kill Tony first time ever, will Tony destroy me for having a mustache? It seems like you're insecure about your mustache. And I think that's funny because, you know, a lot of people are insecure about their body, and a mustache is purely optional. So it's like a thing that you can make fun of, and it's not that big a deal. Yeah, I mean, people are always like, are you worried? Am I going to be roasted? I'm so worried about going on Kill Tony. Am I a good enough person? It's like, if you're a good person and most of the people around you agree that you're a good person, then you're probably a good person. But if you go around making a fool of yourself and people are like, wow, this guy's fucking stupid a lot. Look at his stupid mustache. If everyone else is like that, Tony will probably be like that too, because he's just working with what everyone else is working with. He's just better at observing and better at making you realize how sad or how pathetic you are. Like he's good at like pointing it out in a funny way and roasting you. Slay any V lately? Nope. Completely unslaying for a while. Who are the comedians that inspired you? Mitch Hedberg taught me that jokes can be transcendent and simple. You don't have to, like make it super complicated, but simple ideas can be super transcendental. George Carlin is great. Have you ever met Bobby Lee? I think I might have seen him live at whatever in Parlor, but I don't think I've ever talked to him. Red isn't funny, sorry. Well, that's kind of what's funny, is that sometimes he's not funny, and it's funny that he can just be unfunny on stage. My favorite game is StarCraft 2. The red pepper, the gold belly, through gold belly. Yes, please send me food. That'd be nice. Stephen Wright is great. Stephen Wright, or what's his name? Fucking Steve Martin is one of my inspirations. Like, he just figured out the meta of comedy, and he's like making fun of the audience and like doing things where he knows what the audience's reactions are gonna be. Are you streaming from inside your van? Yes. Doug Stanhope is great. When are you coming to Europe to tour? As soon as I have a lot of money. What is that photo next to the window? I don't know what you're talking about. This is just the outside. What rank are you in SC2? Probably Diamond. I wish I was Master League before. Platinum is a little too low for me. But I really want to play again. I should play again. 48 Laws of Dating. Advice for someone ready to drop everything in their home state and move to another. Advice, I would say do it and, like have confidence in your ability to go around and play and have fun, and that you'll be able to withstand whatever comes. I mean, this is 2021. We have roads and homes and infrastructure. Chances are you're going to be fine. It's not like you're going to have to buy, or you're not going to have to murder Native Americans and hunt for your own food. You should be good. Do you think you will ever get on Rogan's podcast? I mean, the precedence has been set with Ali Makovsky and others. I think maybe Kim Congdon has been on it, or maybe not. But Ali Makovsky has, so if I can hang out with Joe and make him like me enough, maybe he'll invite me to the biggest podcast in the world. But it's really not necessary. I'm just happy to open for him at this point and get to hang out in the green room. It is an honor to soak in his energy in person. And it's going to be something that I can tell people in the future, that I used to know Joe Rogan and used to be inside of his inner sanctum on certain days. Talking is fun. What is the merch drop, and can we get a van sticker? Yeah, I should do that. Merch, it's like such a fucking, I gotta get everything figured out and do everything. As a Japanese, what is your favorite anime? I'm not Japanese, so if I were to become Japanese, my favorite anime would probably have to be Avatar: The Last Airbender, because I would secretly hate myself for raping all those people in World War II and for dooming Pan-Asian unity for the next 2 centuries with my hateful Japanese body. I don't really go in for anime. I love anime. Anime is fun. I think it's great because you can purely focus on storytelling. You don't have to worry about, the set. You don't have to worry about actors. You just fucking write the story that you want, and then you can make it as good as you want. I love stories, and too much of acting or real movies is like zooming in on the actor's face and watching them try to stand up for 5 minutes while an axe murderer is behind them. Oh my god, look how good they are at struggling with emotions. I'm a big fan of Cars 3 myself. What crazy year it has been for you. Keep working strong. Thank you so much. It has been a crazy year. The beginning of 2021, I was in the desert, Superstition Mountain in California, with my van in the wilderness, riding out the 4th wave of coronavirus. I just have a normal thing, so I don't know how much that I should send people my address, but if you make a tempting offer, I might have to send you my address. So, yeah, and then I was in the desert for like 3 months, and then I went to Yuma, Arizona to hang out with my friend Rebecca Peterson, and we just hung out. She has a little casita. She let me park my van there and plug into her electricity, use her Wi-Fi, and I did a lot of shit to my van there. I put in the overhead cabinets, put in a new battery, learned how to sling, and then from Yuma, after like a month or 2 there, I went to fucking Texas, because I was like, I've already been to LA. I haven't been to Austin, and plus Joe Rogan and Kill Tony is there, my favorite 2 things in the world. So I went there, and then I got to become a regular on Kill Tony and started opening up for Rogan. So move to Austin and your dreams will come true. It has for me. I'm an Austin success story. I love this city. Whenever I leave, I want to come back. This is such a beautiful city for me. There's mics every night. There's comedy shows. There's the biggest comedy shows in the world happening right here. It's really, truly a great experience to be here. I miss it whenever I'm away. Other cities are not that good right now. Other cities don't have the hope and the vitality that this city has. and I always look forward to coming back to Austin, Texas. What does Kill Tony pay you? Kill Tony pays me in recognition and love and a couple $100 every now and then. And opening up for Tony pays me well. Opening up for Rogan pays me well. I'm good on money. I also have a lot of unemployment money left over from the pandemic, and I have more money now than I've ever had in my life, thanks mostly to the pandemic and to now my new job, opening up for the biggest comedians in the world. So life's pretty good financially, and plus I live in a van, so I don't have to pay rent, so I have a lot of money saved up, so that way things will continue to improve in my life. What's good with Paige? A lot of Paige questions. Paige and I had a falling out, and now we're not talking to each other. I mean, we wish each other well, and we went our separate ways. Things didn't work out with Paige. Just like little personality differences, and like just in general, like where we are in our life, and just didn't work out. But she's a very nice lady, very beautiful, nice lady, and I miss her, and I hope she's doing well. And it's just like I'm maybe too sensitive. I'm a little bit of a bitch, and Paige is a little tougher than I am. So I think that it's a interesting gender role reversal. She's she hurts my feelings more than I hurt hers, hopefully. But yeah, she's tougher than me, and she's very sexually attractive to me. How old are you? I'm 32. Would you ever pursue acting? Yes, I think acting is very easy to pursue. I mean, that's what Joe Rogan says. Turn the page, brother. I'm trying to, but you guys keep asking about her. Jesus, just because I bring her up on the show every chance I get doesn't mean that you can associate me with her. No, she beats me. Yeah, she beats me in Connect 4. She's a very good Connect 4 player. Disc golf courses. I don't play disc golf. I would love to. Sounds like fun. I'd rather play real golf or basketball, but I mean, disc golf is fun too if you get into it. I could get into anything. We're all, blank slates, and we are shaped by our environment. Have you ever heard of a pot shop? I've had a similar thing. Some girls think men are stone, lol. Yeah, I mean, it's hard being an incel. People keep trying to make me whatever. Are your parents proud? I think so. How's San Antonio? It's pretty good. I'm in Austin, though. Is Dat Fan funny? I actually opened for Dat Fan. He's like one of the first people I opened for. Yeah, he's a really good comedian. He knows how to hold an audience, and he's a very interesting person, too. What's your favorite comedy club to play? Probably The Box. Creek is fun. What else is there? I don't know. I like any small club, anything like Tabula Rasa, brother. Whatever. The Original Room in Comedy Store. Do you have any children in your van? I mean, not alive children. You, sir, are a magician. You make me laugh every episode of Kill Tony. Thank you. I hope that I can keep that up. I don't want to just resort to kissing girls every chance I get, but it's a nice perk. Have you ever been gay? No, that's gay. Is there a podcast that you would like to get on? Yeah, every single top 10 podcast. Mark Maron, Joe Rogan. I'm already on Kill Tony. This American Life, True Murder podcast. I like to be a guest, not a story. And if I am, I'd rather not be a victim, so I guess I'd have to be a perpetrator. How many more years till we get a Hans comedy special? Comedy special? I mean, I really want to make a good comedy special, and right now I'm nowhere close to being ready for a comedy special. If I were to record a comedy special, I would want to tour on the road with my hour for at least a year. At least a year. So yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. But if I can, because like anyone can do an hour, but can you make it a good hour and an hour that can stand the test of time with the greats? So it's just something that I really want to get good. I want to get a good hour. I want to do the hour so many times that I know every turn and twist of the hour, and then I want to record it. I don't want to just barely do an hour. I want to have honed the hour for years, and then record it. How much does van setup cost? The van cost $12,000, 11,900, and then I started living in it right away. So at that point, the van setup cost however much that is. And then slowly I started adding things to it. The solar panels, it costs a lot. I probably bet like 10,000 more. But that's over a long period of time. So instead of paying rent, I just make small improvements to my van. Who kills the hardest? You've seen Samuel Comroe in Seattle, Gabriel Rutledge in Olympia. Those are some old school people, or not old school, but like some people that you might not know who murder really hard. Tony Hinchcliffe murders really hard. Joe Rogan murders really hard. Casey Rocket murders really hard. Who else? I think that a lot of the New York comedians do really well. Brett Raybould is really funny. Hans the Swedish Sherman sounds like a real jerk. I mean, don't forget the Kim part. The South Korean part kind of levels out the anger and the Swiss engineering and coldness. Has anyone seen his GF? I don't have a GF. I'm single. Asians do need sunscreen. I get burned a lot. Why do you main and smash? Who do you main and smash? Samus, Ness. I do his up B move and I smash people. I hit myself with that. I hit them with myself. Do Asians have to wear sunscreen? Yes. What kind of question is that? That's slightly racist. Can you stop saying comedians murder, because we all know Brendan Schaub is the king. Straight murderers, B. Yeah, I read the fucking memes. Do you Asians have to wear sunscreen? Yes. Asians are not black. Even black people have to wear sunscreen. We have very delicate skin. And plus, we hate being tan. We like being pale as fuck, because that shows that you're in the aristocracy. Hans, try to get Tony to bring Kill Tony to Olympia. Why would we go to Olympia? I mean, Seattle's right there. I mean, if we go to Olympia, are we gonna have to go to fucking Sacramento too? I guess Sacramento's. Sorry, I don't mean to shit on Olympia and Sacramento. Hans isn't just isn't a drawl. A draw? Can you do a Donald Trump impression? Listen, folks, it's huge. I live in a huge van. It's huge. I'm not doing that again. Do Asians have to wear sunscreen? Yes, Asians have to wear sunscreen. If they don't, then they get burned. If they're fine with being burned, they don't have to wear sunscreen. Or if they get really tan. Like, there are some pictures of some dark Asians. They look really dark. I'm not Tony Chin. I haven't been torturing and trolling William Montgomery this whole time. I'm another Asian person. Is Joe Rogan really that short? I mean, he's not that short, but he is short. How many girls have you tapped since in Austin? Probably like 5. Maybe 4. 20-year-old and thinking about doing van life. Any tips, brother? Do it now. Do it early. And every month you don't have to pay rent is money in your pocket. At least you're buying something. You have an asset. You have capital. If you have a van, then it's nice because you don't have to, fuck with other people telling you what to do, and you're free economically. You have complete freedom. You don't have to do anything you don't want to do except live in a van, which isn't that great, but it's better than sacrificing your morals and your soul for a company just to live. This is better to make your own shit and make something of your life, other than what other people want to make it of you, make your life. Because if you let other people control your life, they're just gonna make you work for their benefit, for their profit, and that's okay. It's okay in our society to make other people work for you and waste their life for your benefit, but it's not really that fun for you. How high are you? I'm very high. I'm not high at all. I wish I was high. Maybe then I could formulate a happy thought. I'm not high. I wish I was. I stopped smoking weed because it fucked up my throat. I have a very sensitive throat. How do you feel about Bitcoin? I think let's start using it. Let's start speculating on it, and let's actually do something with it, like fucking finances or something. Does Tony control your life? No, Tony doesn't control my life. Although if he did, I wouldn't really mind. I think that the idea of autonomy and individualism is a myth, and that it's nice to be controlled by other people, because even if they do try to control you, they can't really control you. So no, Tony doesn't control my life. Tony is an American, and he respects individual rights, and he respects freedom. Yeah, so Tony doesn't control my life. I wish he did. Can I rent a seat in your van to live in? Mr. Wolfgang, you sound like a big German broad. I mean, big German fella. I don't think I want a sauerkraut in here. Comedy Store? I love the Comedy Store. Can you do a van tour video one day? Sure. I mean, this is so fucking slow that I don't think that I can do a van tour right now. But maybe if I have better internet. How do you feel about the discipline you've practiced on the road to success? Honestly, this discipline I have for comedy hasn't been too hard to do. I write for an hour every day. I go to open mics and I do mics every day. That's really not that hard for me. It comes naturally and easily. When I'm sitting alone, I'm like, oh, this is boring. I should write. Writing makes me feel like I'm actually doing something, and I don't even get anything good out of writing most of the time. It's just an exercise to get what's in my head out. And then once it's out, I don't have to think about it anymore. Or I can judge it for what that thought is and be like, oh, I don't want to think about this no more. And physically see my thoughts in real life and understand what those thoughts are. And then open mics are a blast. I hang out with friends. I get to do comedy. I get to go up in a bar and yell at people and tell them what I'm thinking. And I get to influence a bar full of people with my emotions and change their emotions. It's just so much fun, and it's very easy to motivate myself to do. Did you just wake up? No, I didn't. I've been up for a while now. My hair looks like this. My eyes are always like this. See, the glasses help. My eyes look a little bigger, but then I have to like put something on my face. Okay, I think I have to go check my ribs cooking. I might come back. I might do this on Instagram. I might try to figure out how to make it not so choppy. But thanks for coming in, and thanks for listening. I hope to do it again, and hope that that you like me, and that maybe you'll come back, and that like maybe you'll think that I'm not such a bad guy, and maybe we can like hang out on stuff. Okay.